that? We're coming back to live from our homes. I'm Sean.
And I'm Zach.
Wow.
That was pretty good. I
Wow.
felt that one.
You felt it? Like the
Yeah.
tug? The
Yeah. I
tingles?
just ooh, felt good. Felt good to be back. It's been a little bit.
Goosey
Um,
bumps?
I'm excited for the deep, ponderous thoughts Sean has for me today,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm hyped.
It's time to
Let's go.
ponderous and deep. Or no.
How do...
That.
Sean, this is why I'm replacing you as co-host.
You're replacing me?
Yeah, you just never listen to what I say.
Then who's replacing you?
What? Wait, no one. I'm gonna be here. It's fine.
Oh, you'll just be both?
No, 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 no. I have the replacement in the works. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, I see. I thought you were going to replace
Oh no, no,
me
no, 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 no.
like you were
No,
the
I found
replacement.
someone with way more talent. I'm gonna be honest.
Would it be
No.
because I wouldn't even be mad if I'm being honest.
No. Okay. Actually, this is hilarious. I don't want to. I have such a great episode planned for next
Oh.
time.
Oh, wow.
Although it requires some preparation, which I have not done, and it also requires a guest star.
What
So
the f-
I'm excited. Audience, if pay attention for that episode. Sean,
Are you-
you'll be there too, but it's no big deal.
Are you inviting the guest star?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
I can't tell you anything about it though. That's it's kind of part of it. So
Spoilers.
that's all I'll say is I have things to do. I'm hyped and it's gonna be fabulous.
Should we do that one like in person? Like break this streak of being on the computer and go meet somewhere else, like like we used to.
We
It's not even-
could. We
I don't even
could.
watch it.
Although I will say I need presentation capabilities.
Oh. So here's what we do. We go to UVU. We steal a classroom. We
No.
Computer
We steal a random room in the library. So while we're mid recording, we can get kicked out.
just like the good old days, baby.
Yeah, just like back in good old semester 2. I think that's what it was in semester 2. I don't know.
back when we were still back when Spicy Nuggs was still good.
Man, those were the days.
Those were the days. Let's like have a quick flashback. Uh, psychic secretions and balloons.
But Sean, what color is the tent for the psychic secretions? You better remember this. Sean, it's too much. It's too much soundboard. Stop. No.
This is how I remember it. I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely had the use of the Discord soundboard back in the good old days. It definitely existed.
I just remember like walking around campus to thunderous applause. Am I wrong? Is that not what was happening? I could have sworn.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, we were pretty famous on UVU. Like, man, everywhere
People,
we went,
like-
we got glances, we got people like, oh my gosh, it's them. It's really them.
People like dusting off the butt marks in the hill, you know.
I mean, after all, there's a plaque there. So,
Oh man, and it's a beautiful one.
that was so
Right.
many throwbacks all in one, and I loved it.
Wow. This is what Spicy Nugs should be now. It should be nothing but
Just
talking about
reminiscing about past
Yeah.
Spicy Nugs and how we were so much better back in the day.
as if we've been doing this for like 40 years. Like
I mean, take off the 0 and you're basically there.
that's true. That's true.
No, this whole like, sorry, before we like jump into your deep philosophical topic or whatever,
Okay.
I have a tangent to go off just because it relates.
Tangentize us, man. Although if it relates, that's not super a tangent.
Well,
Kind
it
of a tangent
is.
as it breaks you away.
No, it's definitely a tangent. So have you ever like I'm sure you've seen like these comments and stuff on like YouTube videos like man this creator was so much better back when they back
Yeah.
like 4 years ago this was I miss the old creator and like
Uh-huh.
and like that's us Sean.
That's us.
That's all the cops are gonna be on every Spicy Nuggs episode from now on. Man, I miss the old Zach and Sean. The old Spicy Nuggs was so much better. Talking about fire ants and
Dead cats.
Hillary Clinton, swarms of bugs from peeing in a bush.
Name one iconic episode from this semester. You can't. You can't even remember what we've talked about the whole semester.
I mean, I sure can't. So
that's a fact. Yeah. Our best years are behind us, buddy.
Woo! Okay, hold up. Fetch, you say that, and I had a thought today that kind of was terrifying. It was like, and like this was a realization I've had before, but I feel like it's becoming more of a thing in the last couple months and years, is how out of the loop I am with like the kids lingo and like all this stuff, and I'm like, this was something as a kid you just like take for absolute granted. You just know it all, like, because everyone around you says these things. It's like everywhere you look, and I'm just like, what the fetch are you guys? I was never this stupid, was I? It's incredible.
Yeah, no, I get that. Like, I mean, if you really think about it, probably like like back in the day, like we were super fam, you know. But then that big blow up happened, and you know, and with the globe, we got a bunch of stands. I googled a list of Gen Z lingo.
I was wondering where you were going with this.
And I gotta say, that move, kind of a W, you know? Just kind of a W.
Oh, true, big true. It's big dubs.
But it's also kind of a big yikes.
Ooh, yikes, true.
Like... Oh, man.
I mean, to be honest,
like,
it was pretty lit back in the day, dude.
I'm finna... Bougie. It was lit. I freaking back when we were poning noobs. Remember?
Oh, dude, the 360 no scopes. We poning noobs all day. Insane.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. Like, to some extent,
MLG gamers.
So perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh, do you remember when that was peak comedy? It was like the louder something was, the louder something was, the funnier it was. I remember that was like an entire phase that I didn't get into a bunch, but like it exploded for like a year, I swear.
No, I think it's still a thing. I think it's just an age thing.
Oh,
like I'll sometimes click on meme videos and like, do you know the meme noise where it's like, oh, you know that one?
Yeah. Yep. I do. Yep.
Yeah, I've never laughed at that noise.
Nope.
But some videos are just that repeating, getting louder and louder. Like, that's it.
That's
and
terrible.
Like something's maybe going on. Yeah, and like I'll just be so disappointed. But yeah, like I think noise as a humor device can be used, and I think it actually can be funny, given context. And I think that's the thing about memes is it removes context and just makes the joke noise, and that's not necessarily funny.
Right.
Or we're just old.
So here's the thing. I feel like to some extent that yes, I am old. Like I now have an appreciation, or at least somewhat, of like what my parents must have thought with like me and all my siblings using these like absolutely bizarre terms that like was like, what the fuck? What are you saying? Speak English. I'm raising a buffoon. No, but like I working as a tutor, I work with a bunch of kids all the time, and like they use all this terminology. I'm just like, what is happening?
Sometimes
I have such an appreciation for like how out of the loop I am these days.
No, I think that's the right way to be. Sometimes I listen to like Twitch streamers who are like our age or older, who are using those type of terms,
Ooh.
and it just makes me like crushes me inside. Just how
Ooh.
cringy and awkward it is.
Yeah. Well, that's
But
the
like
thing. Yeah. Yeah.
people find it cool, like they must be. Otherwise, like these people wouldn't be as have as big of a following as they do. But like they're sitting there, and it's like a freaking 30-year-old who's like, "Oh, that was pretty poggers, no cap," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, goodness gracious!" Like, oh man.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I think I can see this from both sides, is because like as a kid like, going through school, right? Like you use all these different like ideas and like forms of speech, and then, but whenever an adult would try to replicate that, it was like if they knew what they were talking about and they said all these things and like they were using it in the exact same way you did, it was cool. They were in the know, like you loved it, like they were the cool substitute or whatever, right? But then you would have that same person who would try to use the terminology and fail or do it out of context, and it was the most cringe thing you'd ever seen. But now I'm on the other side, we're just seeing it on either like kids doing it or especially adults doing it. I'm like, holy fetch, that's just cringe. I would never. So like it's so bizarre to see like both sides.
Well, and the funny thing is, us saying it's cringe.
It's
That's
cringe. I know.
That's part of it.
I know.
So like, there's parts of it that we have picked up, like 100%, like big oof, like
Big oof. Big oof.
right? Like,
And cringe, like yeah, like that's the thing. Like it has worked its way into like our vocabulary to some extent without us even like engaging in it, really, like, or even
best-
wanting to.
The best is when you do something ironically at first, and it's really funny to you,
then,
and you become it.
Yup.
Like, that's always what happens.
Yeah, yeah. It's like me saying "big true, big real."
Okay, but that was really funny. I mean, come on.
I mean, I am a comedic genius, and by that I mean I steal my ideas from other places, and none of my ideas are original.
That's the best way to have ideas, is to have other people's ideas.
You just take everyone else's good ideas, and then you're a genius.
That's what I'm saying, man. Well, is now a good time for a transition, Duck, Zach?
Oh, you know what? Let me ask the transition duck. Duck, is it a good time to transition?
Oh.
He said it, not me.
No, what can he say? That's the duck speaking. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We'll move on. Okay, Zach, I'm literally last week I was talking about how I was kind of scared to bring up a topic, and I'm kind of in the same place again.
Okay, here we go. Round 2, baby.
So, and I'm worried though, because this time, you remember last semester when I talked about how we use ourselves to ignore our problems in the present moment?
Oh no! Are we in the future now?
This might be a similar episode to that in the existential realm and meta realm, but not necessarily the same topic.
I'm actually so down. It's been too long for one of these.
I don't know if it'll be as hit as heavy, but here's
Break me.
Here's the question. Okay, so I watched a video from the YouTuber Super Eye Patch Wolf, who you may know as the guy who made that one Garfield video.
I have seen many of his videos. I know who you're referring to.
Oh, great. Have you seen his video about those YouTube how to get famous on YouTube videos?
And I've seen the thumbnails for them. I've never clicked on them.
Okay.
Because I'm already YouTube famous, so like it doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, and it doesn't apply to us, obviously. But he made a video critiquing those videos and basically saying that they're like a sham.
Okay.
Because like you're paying money for someone to tell you to try to work an algorithm that is consistently changing and is basically random.
True.
Yeah, so his argument is that's all a sham. But more importantly, the second half of the video, he kind of talks because he wants to like show an honest side, because on those sides it's like on those videos, it's like they're trying to sell you something. So they're like, you
Right.
want to live the YouTube lifestyle, you want to have 1 million subscribers and not work a day in your life and just have everything handed to you and make 6-figure salary and all this stuff like that, right? And so he was like, I just want to show you the other end of what it's like to be a creator. And so he interviewed a bunch of different YouTubers and streamers and just like talked to them and talked about some of the harder stuff with YouTube, difficult comments, the grind, and whatnot. Whatever. I won't get into it. It's not really applicable to us necessarily. What is applicable to us was at the end of the video, within the last 10 to 15 minutes, or 10 to 5 to 10 minutes, I should say.
My brother's
Oh.
burning the
Uh-oh.
house down. Guys, this is our background noise for the episode. I'm so excited.
That spooked me, man. I thought that was in my house.
It's always Ethan. It's always Ethan.
Gosh dang it.
No, our fire detector is so sensitive. Like, it's extremely sensitive.
Same, man.
Sorry for the background noise and interrupting your beautiful train of thought.
Okay, so he says, all of a sudden he goes, a lot of people say that they like a specific creator because they seem genuine. And he says, like, you guys say that about me. You say you like me because I'm genuine. And to that, I would ask, what about this is genuine? And he's like, I'm literally reading these words off of a script. And he turns the camera around and shows you, I'm standing in front of a green screen. I am reading the words off of a script. I'm going to do this take 5 times and use the one that makes me sound the best. And then he cuts all of those at the same time. So you see all 5 on screen as he does that take 5 times in a row.
Oh, jeez.
All of it.
That's cool.
Right. And then he's like, and you're probably thinking, oh, well, now is the part where he's being genuine. No, I'm still reading these words. I wrote all of this previously. YouTubers show you exactly what they want to show you. It can all be hidden very easily as within like a jump cut, Like
Right.
what is missing from that jump cut? I'm showing you exactly what I want you to see. So his argument there, and I don't know if he would actually go as far as I'm about to take this, but I do wonder, and I think this is a good question, especially given what we do here, is what does it mean to be genuine, especially on the internet, in the concept of making content?
Ooh.
Because, like, I would say, and I'd like to think that you and I have had many very real, genuine conversations through Spicy Nuggs. But there's an interesting layer there where maybe not the only reason, but a large part of the reason we're having these genuine conversations is to put on a show. And so does that make it disingenuous? There you go. There's some thoughts.
You just, I feel like you gave me like 12 different things to think about all at the same time. It's fine. Let me start with a thought I'm more solid on, and then we'll go down from there. So it's interesting that you actually mentioned that we are here to, and we have these genuine conversations, but at the same time we're here to put on a show. To some extent, yes. I just think am I here to put on a show? Obviously, to some degree, but I've never actually seen Spicy Nuggs as that. It's always like for me. Whenever I think about recording Spicy, I'm like, yes, I've had this topic in my head that I want to talk to Sean about, and then I play up the whole bit of like the YouTube money or the merch store and all that, because it's just fun to me. But at the same time, I do feel like the most genuine moments that at least I've had on this show, are the times in which I forget we're doing a podcast.
Oh, Zach,
That we
I
get
think you're
so
super cutting out.
Oh, hello? Hello?
Okay, you're back. You're
Oh,
back.
oh,
Sorry.
good. Oh man,
Say
I
that
just
last
had the
little bit again.
deepest thought, and then it was gone, lost to the void. No, I was saying that I think the most genuine that I've been on the podcast is the moments I have forgotten I'm doing a podcast, where we get like so
Mm,
deep into an idea. But
mm,
at the same exact time, I don't even know if I can call that truly genuine, because to some extent, I am very aware that this is being recorded. This is going to be uploaded. And so I will, at times, refrain myself from going, like, talking, maybe going deeper into a subject for time, for personal reasons, or even just because I, I don't know, various other reasons. But, like, so at the same time, while, like, yes, I've been genuine with these thoughts, yeah, most of the time. Sometimes, I don't know. It depends on the episode. um, but even when I have been more genuine, am I actually being genuine? Since I am holding myself back to some degree.
yeah. I like okay, so like that really like I think the big question here, at least in my mind, is like what are we defining it to mean to be genuine, right?
Right. Right.
Um because you're brushing up on that idea like I'm kind of being genuine but not completely. So like what does it mean? Does it mean just like honest? Because you can be honest and also not say everything. Does it mean being completely open? Is it like a freaking therapist chair? Is that the only place you're completely genuine? Or is there like some other cuz
I think.
I
I.
I think the interesting thing is like, he talked about this in the video. Like, you as an outsider or as a just as a person, you never know ever if everybody in your or if anyone in your life is actually being genuine with you, because
Right.
it comes down to the individual person internally. So there's this idea that we all know what being genuine means, but we're not able to see it in other people, or if we do see it in whatever we see as being genuine in other people is something that's very easy to um fake.
Right. And I think this actually gets faked a lot within the content creation sphere.
Mhm.
um, Especially I hate to say it, with like the classic apology videos
Oh yeah.
and all that nonsense. Um, but I think maybe the for me at least, maybe the way I would see genuine when it comes to content creation is if you are creating the content with the impression no one will ever see it.
Ah, interesting.
Um, because I feel like that's perhaps
Ah.
the only way in which you're going to be completely genuine to your own feelings on the topic or whatever you're creating.
Mm,
Because I feel like even the moment you walk out of your house, to some degree, you're going to put up some sort of facade.
mm. Huh. That's super interesting. I'm just thinking about the video and like all of those different like creators that he talked to and how they talked about um how YouTube has systems set in place that basically create like a an addiction to getting views and to
Mm.
getting feedback from people,
Yep.
even though like every single one of those creators he interviewed says those statistics that YouTube gives me does not matter. It does not help me improve my content. It doesn't help me in any kind of way. The only people who said that or didn't think that statistics mattered were the ones who didn't even look at it anyways. Like,
Yeah.
so the idea that like the the genuineness comes from a place of not focusing on others is very interesting. But I do wonder then in that case, um, like from a standpoint of like creating content, creating a show, is there any way to like be genuine? Surely there's like some levels like you talked about. There's like you feel like you're being genuine to a specific point for the purpose of the show, and I think that makes a lot of sense. Um, and so maybe it's like more of like one of those like kind of a scale of like how genuine you're willing to be for a given something or other. I don't know.
Oh man. I definitely think that the context of the situation um, definitely influences how genuine one is being. Like, for example, like just take any of our like sillier, rambly episodes. Like we spout nonsense after nonsense after nonsense, and we like put ourselves up like, oh, I'm the greatest, and it's like how genuine are we being with anything we say in any of those episodes? But when it comes down to a more philosophical discussion like the one we're having now, I feel like I am much more genuine, right? Um, but at the same time, I almost like you asked like content be genuine if there's no audience. Like I, ooh, I don't know. I am hesitant. But I think I'm just gonna fall back on my answer I said previously. I think that if one makes content for themselves, then that is the way to be genuine, even if other people view it.
I have a thought.
Okay.
One Punch Man is the thought. So, and it's not a one-to-one comparison, obviously. One is fake. But One Punch Man, so his whole thing is I'm a hero for fun. And there's multiple times throughout the series where like there's like a group of people who are telling him, "Hey, you're," or "Oh, he just stole someone's," like they're coming down on him for some reason. Either like he didn't save some people correctly, or he stole someone's like fight or whatever, right?
Sure.
And he's like, "I don't care. Like I don't care about any of you. I'm doing this because this is what I enjoy doing. I'm a hero for fun," right? Which is cool because that feels like a level of genuineness, like you're talking about. He does not care about those people. Why is he doing it? It's because he wants to do it. At the same time, there's two things. One is he's reached a point where he's so good at what he does that I don't know if he even really cares about it anymore. And so that creates a level of disingenuity to what he's doing. But two,
Right.
he's also not like he's the strongest hero, but he's not like the perfect idealism of a hero,
Right.
right?
Sure.
And so um still like there's still something he's missing even though he's perhaps being genuine. I don't know. Does that seem like it correlates?
I Your point about being disingenuous to being genuous was fetch. um that's like fascinating because like Sean, you broke me. I had to think on this. Holy fetch. I can't
Dude,
spout
I'm gonna be
words.
honest.
I can't.
Dude, the past like 20 seconds you've been so glitched out. I could not hear you at all. And then I just hear you go, "Sean, you broke me."
I'm stuck on this idea of being disingenuous about being genuine. And fetch, I'm broken. You got me. I'm in a corner. I have no quick thought, no rebuttal for this. This is gonna
And
keep
hey,
me up all night long.
giving up, I'm not sure there's anything better than just, or more genuine than just straight up giving up.
No, that's the problem. I'm not giving up. If I'm being completely genuine, I have not given up. I just don't have an answer. But like when I give up
that's
later,
okay.
that will be genuine.
Yeah, we'll just have to come back to this, I guess, because I don't have anything either. I didn't
Sean, you
have.
can't ask me that and then be like, no, it's fine.
What do you mean? That's all I ever do.
You're the college graduate. You're
Have you
supposed to
ever
know
seen Spicy
everything.
Nuggs? Are you kidding me?
Sean-
I'm freaking a moron.
Sean, that was before you graduated.
Zach, I
Yeah.
need to be genuine with you.
Yeah, hit me.
This is 100%. Facade is down. It's as if I'm not even recording Spicy Nuggs right now.
Oh, this is real.
This is pure genuine Sean.
Mm-hmm.
College graduate. I do think I'm better than you, and you are 100% correct.
Dude, I knew it! I bet you knew it. This is why I can't wait to graduate, so I can once again become an equal.
In my eyes, yeah, finally. I mean, I don't know if you'll ever be an equal.
Okay. Listen, at least I won't be as so far down as I currently am within the hierarchy of co-hosts.
Hey, attaboy, sport. That's a good way to look at it.
No, this is completely fine because next episode we are actually coming right back to this topic with my great plan, my great schemes, and we'll see where the hierarchy ends up at the end of that one.
Plots behind plots, plans behind plans. There's always another secret.
What he said.
To quote Kelsier, you know. Well, viewers, I just would like to say that if you really want to like genuinely show that you care about us, you might want to hit that subscribe button and go on down to that merch store down below.
True. Or else you're a fake fan and you're not genuine at all.
That's true. That's true. Thank you all so much for joining us.
I'm still Zach.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Do carpet sucker do carpet sucker do carpet sucker carpet sucker. So that's like Putin, but as a cat.
I'm so glad I started recording right then. That's so good. Welcome everyone to the title of this episode, Putin Cats.
Putin cats. I mean, come on, wait. I mean, I'm gonna Google it right now, and I'm a little scared, but like, I got it. Let's see what we get here. Oh my gosh.
Your FBI agent who constantly watches always like, what the fetch? What has happened?
Oh, well, this isn't too horrifying. Just the first one is just a picture of
Sean.
Putin holding a kitten.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
then there's
could
like
be worse.
There's like a bunch of side-by-sides of like comparing Putin and a cat, I guess.
What?
Side
There's
by
just
side?
so many similarities.
Yeah, I don't.
They both have a nose. They both have two eyes.
This is like our conversation about tongues all over.
Whoa! Tongues was a super deep and thoughtful episode, and
Yeah,
I was riled about that entire discussion. How dare you compare this to our discussion of tongues?
I'm sorry. That's my bad.
I had an epiphany that night, okay? And I stand by what I said. Whatever I said, I stand by it.
All right. Well, Zach, I mean, I'm glad you're standing by it, but there is one thing that you are just incorrect in believing.
Oh, yeah.
And that is